Flint Lives Matter.
They do.
So you're from Flint, Michigan, and the water situation, that has affected you?
I don't currently, I'm at school right now.
Okay.
And it hasn't affected my mom because she's out of town, but my other family members have been affected, yes.
What is your whole take on that? What do you think is going on?
I think Governor Snyder needs to be in jail.
Yeah.
I think they need to gut the EPA and change some regulations. And I also think that Hillary Clinton should be in jail, but that's besides the point. But things like fracking and things that she supports directly lead to this sort of effect. It's purely and 100% Governor Snyder's focus on the bottom line instead of the people. Also, they had like 3 years. They switched in 2013, and they had evidence of high lead levels from the very get-go. And he ignored them, he hid them, he lied about it, and he should be in jail permanently.
You know, I want to get the sun from behind you. They've done studies since then in 200 different municipalities, and they found high-level concentrations in all 200 municipalities. So, you know, it's like...
It's outrageous. There's also copper in the water. They're now finding that there's chloroform in the water, and the response has been underwhelming. It took years for them to actually do something about it. They still don't have any sort of water delivery system. People who need water have to go and pick it up from certain locations. Governor Snyder was asked how a mentally handicapped woman who was related to one of the senators during the hearing would be informed of how to get water. His response was to call 211. If that doesn't tell you how Governor Snyder feels and how the rest of the Republican government of Michigan feels about Flint, the minority populations, and the low socioeconomic populations, I don't know what does.
Don't you feel that there's also might be some culpability in the local government there?
No? Because Governor Snyder came in and put in an emergency manager that overrode the local government.
Okay.
The mayor vetoed, the entire board vetoed. Everyone was against it, and the emergency manager ignored the opinions of the people, he ignored the opinions of the people who were chosen to represent the people, and decided his bottom line, and he knew best. It's the same thing with the Detroit schools, the same emergency manager, and he should also be in jail. So.
Yeah, you're going to school where?
I am a graduate student at Western Michigan University.
And you're studying?
Behavior analysis, which is a form of psychology.
You know, if you're real good at that, you'll be recruited by the government and then put into PSYOPs operations.
Actually, we do work with the government. We work with an organization. It's a very wonderful organization, actually, through Belgium and Tanzania, called APOPO. We train giant African pouch rats to sniff out not only landmines, but tuberculosis, humans, and other things, other emergency response techniques, like if you have a human trapped in rubble, the rats have a better ability to get in there. First of all, they have a better olfactory senses than dogs, but they are also smaller and easier to get in to those areas, plus they're really cheap to maintain. So we do work with the government, but we choose very carefully what government work we do work with. We don't do anything that has overarching negative effects, like messing with people's brains, or that kind of behavior modification that has been kind of shown to be what we do, but is actually, it doesn't represent anything that the field does at all.
Like very good work. I'm glad to see you aware and doing this. It's very good. How do you look at these electoral process?
I think it's also a joke. I think the Democratic National Committee is very clearly rigging the primary process in favor of Hillary Clinton. Mainstream media is very clearly in her pocket. Donald Trump is a nut job. Actually, so is Ted Cruz. John Kasich is the only.
How is Trump a nut job?
Have you heard him speak?
Oh, yeah, I've been to his rallies. I've heard his lectures.
He not only does he advocate for banning Muslims, I should mention.
No, he's banning. He's talking about
registering them, right?
Well, no, he's talking about, and we're at war. I mean, they're at war with us.
We're not at war with Muslims.
Oh no, we've been bombing them now for several.
You're right. I also disagree with that.
Yeah, but you understand that all he wants to do is secure the borders now.
Secure the borders from who?
From with they're wide open.
They're not wide open.
That's not according to the Border Patrol agents I've been speaking to.
The Border Patrol agents that you've been speaking to are very likely a product of the system that
are you familiar with
and racism. Mm-hmm.
You think that the border agents I've been speaking to?
Likely, yes.
Oh, I see. Just because they don't agree with you?
No, but based on the way they treat immigrants and the way that
they treat immigrants.
Yes.
And how do you say this when you haven't met the people? What about Brian Terry and what happened to him with Fast and Furious? He was murdered by the Fast and Furious guns that Obama was running through. That is now ongoing because Brian Terry's brother found some papers that he had hidden from the raid that the government came in and raided his house.
I actually have
that shows that it's ongoing. That the Fast and Furious, that we're still running guns down through Mexico that's going to ISIS. So our government.
How are the guns getting from Mexico to ISIS?
That's what's being exposed. They're taking the guns from Mexico and through Morocco.
Who's taking these guns?
The Carbals, the CIA.
Oh, so the CIA is taking guns to ISIS?
Yes, they have been. They've been exposed for a while. There's several. I mean, this is no mystery. I mean, they're driving around in our trucks. They're using our weapons. There have been generals before Congress that say we're funding these people.
And you think that Trump can solve this?
I think that the first thing we should do, you can't have a country without secure borders.
I think we have secure enough borders. I don't think that building a wall with Mexico is anything
but... The borders are wide open. This is not a secret. The border, Hannibal could drive his elephants across the border right now. You wouldn't know it. They got pictures of people that have dressed themselves up like Osama bin Laden and crossed the border. They've got people that have gone down there and shown how easy it is to get through. And while they were showing, they filmed illegals coming over and drug runners coming over in broad daylight.
Drug runners? How did they know that they were drug runners?
Because they were carrying drugs.
Really? They could see the drugs?
They were bales of drugs and putting them in the back of a van.
I'm sure that they could tell that just through videos. I encourage you to...
How do you think the drugs get here?
You know they grow them here, right? Yeah.
So that the Mexican cartels exist with their power because there's no drugs that they're bringing up?
I'm being summoned, but I would really encourage you to look into some actual facts about the situation.
Oh, what do you think I do out here? What do you think my job is?
From the looks of it,